Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. They do it big here in Houston, and a second ago it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with the Buffalo Bills. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Second and 8. On the draw, it's Harris. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. To throw is Watson. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with him. And way out past the 35 before he's taken down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
On 2nd and 11 now. Watson. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
And this returnable for Harris.
That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, this defense for the Texans, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
From the here's 1st and 10. To the air, Allen. He's going to loft one, deep left side here. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Allen. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 45-yard line.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that. Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on there heals a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, grab that dagger play, grab that play and just finish them off right now, because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early. And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Allen to throw once more. Uncorks one for Davis. And this is caught. Touchdown. Gabriel Davis, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bills have taken the early lead. It took them a while to get their speedster involved, but they found him downfield there.
And what we've discovered as we've watched games is the speedster doesn't have to have a lot of catches, doesn't have to have volume in order to have a huge impact on the game. His speed scares the heck out of defenses, and other guys can capitalize, but when you finally hit him and he carries it all the way into the end zone, that's what you're paying him for. That big threat that can make big plays on a limited number of catches.
That's how you step on the stage with your first catch. Take it to the house. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down.
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Carlos Basham able to get him for a loss of about 3. 13 yards remaining on 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Watson. He's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam. Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. On 1st down, it's Watson. And he can't quite bring it in. Might have heard footsteps there across the middle. 2nd down.
You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
Sliding out of the pocket. He finds his man complete. That's Kramer. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big play that time on the catch and run. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Here we go.
Now a first down throw. Watson binds, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. On the give, this is Harris. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty possession there, and you'd have to say it's not like him to come up short on a kick like that.
Yeah, and it's real easy for me to say this, but anything in the 40 to 49-yard range should be pretty automatic for an NFL kicker, especially in terms of at least getting it there. So you're right. That is a surprise that this would come up short.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had the incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox.
And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. He'll dump this down to Matt Breida. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Allen's throw going to be caught by Davis. And the Bills are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. Here's Allen to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Breida. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Matt Breida, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, Houston.
And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
Lutz good on the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
No return there for Harris, and the drive will begin at the 25.
Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Now, right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Looking for Shepard deep. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season.
And meanwhile, Allen's throw taken in by Diggs.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. Again, they'll throw with Allen. Forced out to his left. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Gabriel Davis with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 21-7.
Texans 7. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Throwing again on second down. Watson. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Out of the gun, Watson. Steps away to his left. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. The Texans send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the second time. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Allen. Finding Knox there, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Allen now looks to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Allen. He'll find Gabriel Davis. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Similar to a shooter in basketball who just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
Eluding the pressure right. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6.
certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. Here's Allen. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
The kick by Bass is good. And they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7.
So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men.
Let's go. Let's go.
So we've reached halftime with the visiting Bills taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half it didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And now a hook up downfield on second down. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big gain there for the Bills. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Throwing now is Allen. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
After the success they had on the second play of the drive, I think they were trying to recreate it with that pass, weren't they?
Yeah, they were trying to go a little tic-tac-toe, 3 plays and in the end zone.
I like that. Can I just put the X in the middle of the block as the defense just did there?
Sure. On second down, it's Harris. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Allen going to throw. Out to the left, he's got his tight end Knox. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the 1st down marker. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. The kick by Bass is good. And the Bills will add on to their lead. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now Watson. Open man, it's Preston Williams. And out across midfield down to the 45.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
On 1st and 10, Watson. Got this into the hands of the tight end, Jordan. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he gets it down to the 32.
But they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
First down, and they go back to Harris. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Watson. That's caught left side by the tight end, Jordan. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 18.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They hand this off to Harris. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from...
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
That I'm struggling to understand a little bit. That close to the goal line, first down, run the football. If you want to throw it, throw some play action on 2nd down.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll try and run with Harris. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Gotta figure this is one they need here on 3rd and goal. From the gun, here's Watson, rolling to his left. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Preston Williams there to make the grab. And the Texans are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs. And I think they're going to at least take a look at this. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. After the touchdown, wants to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. Check down to Breida. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
I really like the angles that the tacklers came from on that play. They secured inside, took away the cutback. The sideline's there, so you can only go so far outside, and they were able to close in and tackle him for a loss.
Yeah, they used your boy over there, the 12th man. Sammy Sideline, right?
Sammy Sideline. You know something? He tackles pretty well, too.
He's tougher than an airport steak. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
First down, Buffalo.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And he's way down inside the 35.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Now flags will come in. One of the Bills got going a little early. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That'll be complete to Breida. And he's brought down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down. Stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Harris. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. Again, it's Harris. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They were stopped last time from the 1. Now here's another try on 3rd and goal. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this is caught For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty, no question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't
would do
even
for
know
them?
why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Harris, and he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Watson now to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
Here we go, T. Get off the field. Hey, switch gears.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there, and I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory, and as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think you may want to keep them cranking high right here.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Bills on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And he's got his tight end Knox for a Bills touchdown. Dawson Knox there to make the grab. And the Bills use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that will bump the lead up to 26.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And he's able to get it up close to the 35, but hang on here. Penalty marker down. And this one might be going the other way. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 23. Off play action. Watson. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Watson.
Open man is Duvernay.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Here's Watson.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Houston.
For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Here comes Harris out of the end zone.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Harris starts the drive on the ground. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 5. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
They'll run with Harris. And he stopped immediately there.
You don't see that a ton, do you? Or the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
On second down, this is Harris. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Throwing is Allen on third. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. Allen now on first down. It's hauled in by Shepard. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively they burn it here with 1:51 left. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They'll try to run with Harris. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great effort there. with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Bills will extend their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that will bump the lead up to 26. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. Then he will be taken down inside the Buffalo 20. A huge play there for Houston. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Dancing to his left.
And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's second down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Mike's 49. Mike's 49. You must be 49. 49 to Mike.
Out of the gun, Watson. Being chased out left. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
49.
A shotgun snap for Watson.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there, as that's batted down and incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him, and after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
49. Mike, 49. Watch us slap.
Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Lutz with the extra point, and that'll make this a 19-point ball game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Here comes Harris out of the end zone.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. the practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there. Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Here's 2nd and 10. So Allen's going to look to throw. Works right side into the hands of the tight end, Knox. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Well, he flew past 200, 300, 400 yards. Now he's over 450 yards passing on the day.
So what you're saying is oxygen for everyone catching the ball and trying to defend?
Yeah, especially those guys trying to defend right now.
No doubt. They've got to be a confused group because they haven't been able to defend him very well at all. And I think he just wants to keep firing. When you have that kind of a day, you're just locked in. Just keep calling those pass plays.
Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. To the air, Allen going deep for Diggs. And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
After what they've faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Again, they'll throw with Allen. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did.